Hey guys, I thought I would do something a little bit different. Maybe this would be a regular thing, but this is just a short video to kind of let you know what's currently on my painting table or my crafting table, to sort of let you know what I'm currently doing behind the scenes at the moment. So today is the 5th of August, and this is what I'm currently working on. I have a bunch of figures from Bestiarum. And these are, I think, some cultists and wicked peasants. I think these are from the Tormentors cult and the Man-Eaters set. And I'm painting this up for my next campaign turn for 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, in which I have I have a battle. I've got to do a battle against some Ruin Within. Ruin Within is one of the threats that I've chosen, so I'll be up against those. And these guys are going to represent a desperate mob. So this is going to be the leader. I have 2 guys with slings or slingshots, and then I'm going to have 4 melee guys. And I thought that these were quite appropriate miniatures. Now, for my 5 Leagues campaign, I am trying to use as many Rackham figures as I can. That was kind of like a theme that I set myself, but I don't have a lot of humans. A lot of my Rackham, and I have a lot of Rackham figures, a lot of them are non-human, or they're not really suitable for this. So for this particular threat, the Ruin Within, I'm having to use other figures. So like I say, I'm painting these at the moment, and these are Bestiarum. So at the moment, I'm kind of about halfway through. Like I say, this is going to be the leader figure. It's a cultist leader. So I've done the flesh. I'm about halfway through the wood. I'm going to have his cloaks or his robes as a black or dark grey. So I've kind of done the base colours. I've done one wash. I need to do a little bit of highlight on the black or the grey. I need to do the skulls, obviously. But yeah, I do like this. I do like this figure. So this is going to be the leader. I'm not going to show you all of them, obviously. This is going to be one of the melee guys. Come on, focus. There you go. So I'm going to have him with like I say, a black or a dark grey hood. I need to do the robes a little bit more. At the moment, they're a bit too orangey. They're supposed to be like a brown. At the moment, it's a little bit too orange, so I need to tone that down a bit. Flesh needs another. I think I've done the chest and the arms. I think I need to do his legs again and his arms again, I think. So he's kind of on the way. There's a bunch of other guys, as you can see here, with a pitchfork. A guy at the back there with 2 weapons. This one, again, I think I need, for this guy, I think I need to do his robes again. They're a bit too orange. They're supposed to be brown. This guy, I actually had to do a little bit of maintenance just before the video, because as I was sort of putting them to one side for the video, I actually snapped off the blade. So I did a quick resin weld. So you basically put a little bit of liquid resin at the join, and then you use a UV torch to weld and to sort of seal and to cure the resin. So that's all done. I just need to paint over that. I need to do the eyes, the teeth, and like I say, I think the robes and clothing needs to be maybe another wash to make it more brown rather than more orange. So yeah, so these guys are currently being painted. What else do we have? Well, I have another miniature that I've been meaning to finish for a long time now. And this is Bruma. Doesn't want to focus. Let's change hands, see if that works. No? Oh, okay, there you go. So this is quite an old miniature, again, that I've had. I think there's a few hairs on it. It's very dusty. But I want to kind of finish this figure. It's by Enigma Miniatures. Now, I think this company kind of went the way of the dodo a while back. But if you can get hold of their miniatures, they're actually a very nice range. I think Noble Knight has some in stock, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm about halfway through this one. I need to finish her off. So I'll probably start working on her again after I finish the Bestiarum ones. Maybe she'll be another hero for my 5 Leagues Warband. Yeah, but I like this. I really like the kind of the kind of shaman witch doctor. Who was that? Was that character in the James Bond movie? Baron Samedi, is it Baron Samedi? This is Baroness Samedi. Yeah, I do like this figure. Like I say, I started her a long time ago. I really need to finish her off. Yeah, but this is Bruma by Enigma Miniatures. This is going to be possibly my next project. What else do we have? Well, the last miniature that I actually finished was for a contest. Creality, the 3D printer manufacturers, had a contest on their Facebook. Printed Obsession provided a miniature, so we had to print and paint this miniature here, this Tabaxi monk. So I printed this out and painted this for the contest. I actually broke it. I actually dropped this miniature when I was taking it out from the curing station, and it actually broke in half. But luckily, it was such a clean break that when I super glued it together, you can't see the break. You can't see the join. So this is the one I painted for the contest. The base is actually from, I think, Archvillain Games. I printed that out and I fixed it to a plastic base. Again, you can see where I've let me see where I undercoated it, where I primed it. But yeah, this is the miniature that I painted for the contest, and I won. I won the bloody contest, which really surprised me because there were some absolutely amazing entries. I didn't think mine was all that good. But yeah, I won. And I won a new 3D printer. I'm getting a Halo 1 Plus, which is 4K and bigger than my current Halo 1. So awesome, amazing. So a big thank you to Printed Obsession for supplying the figure, and a big thank you to Creality. So I should be getting a new 3D printer in the post fairly soon. So that's absolutely awesome. Like I say, I wasn't expecting to win because there were some really nice entries. But yeah, my Halo 1, the standard Halo 1, I don't know what I'm going to do with that now. I don't know whether I need 2 printers, but yeah, I've got a Halo 1 Plus coming in the mail soon, I hope. But yeah, this was done for that contest. I really like the way that it turned out, but like I say, I wasn't expecting to win, to be honest. And go back into focus, there you go. But it's a really nice miniature. If you want sort of fantasy style figures, sort of D&D style figures, Printed Obsession really have some nice models. Now, if I wasn't doing the Rackham theme for my 5 Leagues from the Borderlands, this would make an amazing feral hero. So any guys who are playing 5 Leagues, I highly recommend looking at Printed Obsession. I'll put the link in the description. They do some really nice miniatures, and like I say, this would be an amazing feral in a 5 Leagues game or a 5 Leagues warband. Really nice. So yeah, I like the way this turned out, and thankfully, Creality and Printed Obsession like the way it turned out as well. But like I say, there were some absolutely amazing paint jobs in the contest. I was really surprised that I won. But yeah, this is the one I've just finished, and these are the ones I'm currently doing. Sorry if it's a little bit dark. I can't change the lighting at the moment. What else do I have? Well, again, for 5 Leagues, when you create your 5 Leagues warband, you have to assign 3 threats from the possible enemies. So I've chosen the Ruin Within, which I'll be using probably Bestiarum figures for. I'll show you those in a minute. They're in the cabinet. I also chose the Whispers from Beyond and Duskling warbands. Now, for those two, I do have suitable Rackham miniatures, so I'll be using those. Let's take a look at those because they will be upcoming projects as well for my painting table. Okay, at the back of the cabinet here, you can see a whole bunch of Bestiarum figures that will be used for the Ruin Within. I've got a whole bunch of Man-Eaters and Tormentors cult figures there. Here is my warband in all their glory, or lack of glory. There are the Cthulhu style figures that I have another video on. And on the shelf underneath, we actually have the Droon figures there that I'll be using for the Duskling Warbands. I have a few painted already. I've got a Soul Snatcher, a couple of Archers, and a Lanith. I've got a bunch more Laniths to paint, and I have another Archer to paint, so that I'll have enough, at least for the first few missions. And then in front of them, we have a bunch of Mid-Nord Dwarves. These are going to be my Whispers from Beyond, the sort of undead faction. Sorry about the camera shake, guys. But yeah, I've got some painted. I've got a bunch more to paint. So, like I say, these will be hitting the paint table very soon. The Mid-Nord Dwarves, Whispers from Beyond, and the Droons for the Duskling Warbands. And like I say, up here on this shelf, we have a whole bunch of Man-Eaters and Tormentor Cult figures from Bestiarum. These are going to be the Ruin Within. So that's what I have on the table at the moment, the projects that I am painting. The thing is, I'm a very slow painter, and I tend to not like the first stages of painting when you're doing the base coats, you know. I tend to get bored very easily at that stage. And I do tend to procrastinate, and I am a very slow painter as it is. So, like I say, that's why my episodes are 5 parsecs and also 5 leagues. They have a big gap in between because it takes me ages to prepare everything. But yeah, like I say, the Tabaxi I did previously. That was my last printing project for the contest. Brumma, I really need to get this done because I love the miniature. And like I say, these guys are going to be my desperate mob for the Ruin Within. My next opponents in 5 leagues. But yeah, I also have problems with paints. A lot of my paints died. Because the thing is, I took quite a long break from the hobby because of real life. And recently came back, you know, with the pandemic and everything. The trouble is, a lot of my paints, a lot of my GW paints, a lot of my Privateer Press paints, they all just went solid and died on me. So I've got a kind of limited palette at the moment. I have a bunch of speed paints, and I've got a bunch of washes from Army Painter, but most of my normal paints are these craft paints, and they're not as good in terms of painting. They dry very quickly in this humid weather that we have over here. I do have a bunch of Vallejo paints, but these are very much sort of World War II. I've got the British set, the Italian set, the German set, the American set. So these are very much sort of World War II colours, so there's not a lot of variety here. So I do have to replenish my paint stock of sort of the basic colours, the sort of fantasy style colours. Because like I say, I have quite a big range of craft paints, but they're not as good as Vallejo. So if there's if I have a local subscriber or a local viewer who wants to donate or help me get my paint back up, you know, get me a proper set of Vallejo or a proper set of Army Painter, I would be very appreciative. At the moment, I can't afford it, so I'm having to make do with these, like I say, these craft paints. But if there is a willing donor, somebody who's enjoying the videos and wants to contribute, I wouldn't say no to a few pots of Vallejo or Army Painter paints. Don't want to beg, don't want to be a charity, but you know, I'll take what I can get. In the meantime, I'll make do with these craft paints. They do the job. They're not the easiest. Vallejo and Army Painter are so much better to paint with, so much easier to apply. They come up much nicer, but like I say, beggars can't be choosers at the moment. All of my good paints basically died when I took the break. But anywho, this isn't a begging episode. This isn't a begging episode. I just want to show you guys what I'm currently up to. This is also the area where I do my papercraft. I do my print and play. I also do sort of print and play card games and board games. And this is where I normally prepare everything. This little area here, this little desk here. So yeah, just a little update to show you guys what I'm currently doing. I'm not sort of doing nothing behind the scenes. I am actually quite busy behind the scenes. I'm a very slow painter. I do apologise. I do have some print and play on the work. I've got some Todd Sanders games I'm currently in the middle of. But yeah, there's a lot coming. Keep an eye on this channel, guys. There is a lot coming. So thanks once again for watching. I will probably do these on a semi-regular basis just to keep you guys, you know, just to make you aware of what I'm painting and what I'm doing. Maybe bring some miniatures to your attention that maybe you weren't aware of. Enigma miniatures are very nice. I do have a few. Maybe I'll bring some out next time I do this these painting videos. Well, it's not really a painting video. It's just a painting sort of what I'm currently working on video. You don't want to watch me paint. It'll be a slow, agonizing process. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.